Alright, welcome back to another MTGMoxBox video. Today we are going to be talking about the Time Spiral Remastered set that will be releasing later this
Friday.
Month. Friday?
This Friday.
That's
Yeah.
coming up quick.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a remaster of the old, was it the Time Spiral block? So it will include the original Time Spiral, Planar Chaos, and also features Sight. Total of 289 cards. And what is the Time Shift card? So is it basically a old card with a...
I think it's a newer card, but printed
card.
in the old border, which
Okay.
is great for me because I actually really like the old border.
I like
And
this.
some of them used the new art, some of them kept the old art, right?
Yeah. I'm
Believe
sure
so.
if people have been following this new Time Spiral remaster, if only they had that sliver in the old format, I would love to get my hands on that one. Was it the first sliver?
The first sliver.
Yes.
All right. So hope you guys know our format. We'll be shuffling basically our 8 slots for this particular Time Spiral remaster set as well. So it'll be 8 slots, including multicolored colorless and land. We'll shift them around and see who gets assigned with which slot, and then we'll talk about our top 2.
For that assigned slot.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, what?
All right.
Interesting. I got some interesting one. Not blue this time, at least. All right.
You want it back?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Seems like you always get black, man.
I do, which I don't mind. I actually like the black.
All right.
All
So
right.
shall we start? We'll start with the first slot, which is white.
Let's start with white. So let's see. There were a couple of cards I really liked in white. So my top pick was Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace is a one CMC instant with split second. It's kind of like a Hail Mary save. So it says that you can't lose this game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn, and then until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. So I like it. It definitely fits white, where you're just trying to survive, which seems like something that white is always in the position of trying to do.
It's your last turn.
But yeah, I think it's a good disruptor for some playing against an opponent that has some kind of alternate win condition or something like that, or just going all out to try to attack you. So it might be a way for you to kind of turn the tides.
You know he's not talking to me. He's talking to you, right? Your bear deck.
No targets. White is impartial.
Man,
I feel personal.
I know. It feels personal, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So
Show some grace, man.
Yeah, so that would be my first pick for the white slot.
All right. What's your second?
So the second one, and my format is for all the color slots is for this set specifically because like I mentioned earlier, I really like the old printing or the old bordered cards. I tried to pick one from the new, the modern border, and then one from the old border. So my second one is Mirror Entity.
That's a good one.
Yep. So this
Okay.
one,
I was thinking about that.
yeah, it has been reprinted multiple times. It was originally in Lorwyn, then Commander 2013, Modern Masters, and a couple other Commander products. Most recently, it was reprinted as in the old border format, so I'm really excited for that.
That's the changeling that you can make all your creatures
XX.
kind of gain that changeling
Exactly.
ability, right?
And make them
Exactly.
giant.
Nice.
So 2 and a white for a 1/1 changeling or shapeshifter that has changeling, and then you pay X, and until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, and gain all creature types. So I think very powerful in the
Very
right
nice
place.
for tribal, yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
Those are your top 2?
those are my top 2.
Do you have any white of your top 2 that you want to share? Since,
Yeah,
just
mine
go
are
around,
actually
yeah.
completely different. So I have SRAM, Senior Artificer.
Oh, very good.
Whenever you cast aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. we all know that white has missing card draw. So you cast a lot of equipment and aura, so get some more cards.
Yeah.
And the next one is actually Silence.
Ooh.
Your opponents can't cast spell this turn. It's an instant, 1 white. That's kind of nice. You kind of shut them up for a turn.
Wow. I just noticed we all picked something different.
Yeah.
Mine's, was it, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Porphyria nodes?
Oh yeah.
The enchantment, right? At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy the creature with the least power, and you kind of like, almost like a board control, and when there's no creatures left, then you sacrifice this enchantment.
How blue.
But it's white! Perfect, right? And then another one is Restore Balance. So,
Oh yeah, that's
It's,
the original balance, but in suspended.
yeah,
Formats.
so I can see this card, being played midway during the game when you feel like some opponent's board might look a little too crazy, time to hit that reset button and get everyone back on the same playing field. So
How many turns for suspend for this one?
I think it was 4.
I think
was
it's
it?
4, yeah. Actually, no,
No,
sorry,
it's
6.
Oh.
But it's only 1 to cast, though.
That's
So I
true.
guess, if you cast it early, say your first turn, people might prevent people from casting something too crazy. And
And
if
they
you,
might
I feel
not-
like you have a
yeah.
weenie creature deck, you can keep going because you don't really care because they're easy to cast. Versus other people, like, oh shoot, I might want to pull back a little bit.
Right. Plus, white has the ways of blinking or reviving creatures. So I think it makes sense in the color where you can kind of really put a damper on your opponents for trying to cast out big spells or big creatures.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely good picks.
All right, so I will go next with red. My first one is Greater Garradon. Artifact. You can build an artifact deck around this and have plenty of artifact tokens to help with time counters. Because basically, if you remove it, you can pay its casting costs, or remove it. I believe the suspend time counters by removing what's it called?
You have to
Sacrifice artifacts. Yep. So if you have an artifact deck and red can run an artifact deck, you can get this bad boy out pretty quick, man. It's a 9/7 creature.
9/7
red?
creature.
It's red, yeah.
Oh, I didn't buy it.
Yep, 9/7 creature.
That's huge.
Works well in treasure token decks too.
He doesn't even know that. He's been playing too much.
treasure.
Him and his Ghostman Dragon. Now he doesn't. You know what? He wouldn't, because that each treasure is 2 mana for him instead of 1.
It might not be worth it.
Yeah.
But just
You might as well
another
cast
option,
it then,
just
you know?
another option.
My second card is a Wheel of Fate. Since I don't have a Wheel of Fortune, I'll take Wheel of Fate. Poor man is slow man's version of Wheel of Fortune. I'll take that.
Nice.
All right.
For
Any
red,
red you want to share? Yeah.
I picked that Elder Dinosaur, Italy, Primal Storm,
Oh yeah.
the one that we talked about on Instagram
If he can
a
ever
while
get in
back.
an attack, it's
Yeah.
it's such a game changer potentially.
Exile top card of each player's library. You can cast any number of them without paying their mana cost. That's free spells. So nice. And I also picked Young Pyromancer. Whenever you cast instant of sorcery, you get a 1/1 elemental creature token.
Very good.
What did you pick for red?
Yeah. So again, we all picked different cards, which is good. I mean, it shows how diverse the set is, or just all the different tools that are available in it. I went with Reiterate.
Oh, nice.
Reiterate is
The buyback one.
3 1 red instant with buyback 3 that allows you to copy instant or sorcery spells.
It's like a
you
fork,
can duplicate,
Yes.
a repeatable fork, which is great. And then I think my other one was Past in Flames. That was the what was that? That was my pick for the old card. Let's see, what was Past in Flames again? I think it's the one that gives flashback to all the card or instants and sorceries in your graveyard.
Wow.
Yeah, and the fact that they reprinted this in the old format allows me to put it in decks where I want only old format cards.
So picky.
Yeah, self-restricted decks.
Got it. I pulled it up. It's a sorcery, right?
Yep.
4 to cast. 1 red, 3 colorless. Each instant sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost equal to its mana cost. You can flashback this card as well.
Yep.
Pretty nice. All right. Anything else before we move on?
I think we can go to the multicolor.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead, man.
So I pick Kurvek, the Merciless, as the human shaman. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, It deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to any target. So very versatile. It's black and red. And my second card is Abrupt Decay. It's an instant black and green. The spells can't be countered. Destroy target non-land permanent.
Did you say can't be countered?
Can't be countered.
Get them.
With CMC 3 or less.
Get them.
Well, what did you pick, sir?
All right, go ahead, man. Why don't you go first?
I went with Saphir, Eric's daughter. So I think she was the white-green elf.
It's a human scout, man.
Is it a human? No, I could have sworn she was an elf. Oh.
Legendary human scout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use her in, I think, my Captain Sisse deck.
Because it's legendary.
Because she's legendary, I can basically pull out and she basically jumps in front of whatever's trying to kill Captain Sisse.
So she's a blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, so she basically never kind of goes away unless you exile it, right? You sacrifice it.
Yeah,
When target creature is put into your graveyard this turn, return that card to your battlefield. Okay.
Right, so you're using her to basically protect whatever it is you're trying to protect. So in my commander deck, it would be my commander usually. So that's where I would use her.
Okay.
All right.
My first one is Hypergenesis.
Oh yeah.
Basically, you can untap target attacking creature. So if I have Maze of Ith, I might as well play the guy who made the maze, I guess. Right? And my next one is Jorah of the Gitu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's pretty interesting. Exile a non-land card from your hand, and you put a 4 time counters on the exile card. So basically, you are. I feel like it works pretty well with the new. What was it? There's a bird in the new Kaldheim set that said, "Hey, if you cast anything outside anywhere besides your hand, you can draw a card." So using it kind of works with suspend type of cards because you're actually casting it out not for your hand.
Right.
So
that's actually pretty good.
So it's interesting. Might be able to pair those two up together.
But yeah, I mean that card just gives suspend basically to your entire deck. So that's
pretty
really interesting mechanic. You can throw so many good spells out there for cheaply. And people are just worried as the countdown happens.
It's like Foretell, but cheaper. Right?
Kind of.
But longer turn.
Well, Foretell is you don't reveal the card, but in this case, I think when you suspend a card, everyone can see that it's coming, so everyone kind of changes their game plan as things get closer to actually coming out. So
yeah, or find a way to get rid of the counters right away, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like how you do that for Merilod.
Yeah,
with the Vampire Hexmage.
Yes, exactly.
Because I think they reprinted Vampire Hexmage too in this set.
I think so.
Did.
Yeah, to get rid of the counters.
I wonder if it would work because I think Vampire Hexmage you have to target a permanent
in play, right?
In play, and I think a suspended card is technically in exile.
Oh.
So may need to consult the rules on that. May not work, but yeah.
I would think that works because that's why they would put it in.
Yeah, I'm curious why they reprinted Vampire Hexmage again because I know she was recently reprinted in Double Masters.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next one we got Black. Go ahead.
All right, back to Black. All right, so my first card is I feel like it was recently reprinted or I've definitely played against it recently. Sudden Spoiling.
All right, I had that one
yes.
too. Yeah.
So I think that was a almost like a one-sided board wipe where you're basically targeting.
It's split second too.
It's split second, but it turns. Was it one opponent's creatures?
Target creatures. Target player controls. Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns one player's creatures all into. Was it 0/2 creatures with no ability, and they lose all ability. So very good for screwing up one person's turn or attack, or
you can always use black and red, and you can fork this again. Actually, you can't because it's split second.
Oh yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yep. So that's my first pick. For my second pick, the card that was reprinted in the old format, Leyline of the Void.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think it was the only Leyline that was reprinted in this set, but I really like it because. It allows if you have it in your starting hand, it just starts in play right away, and it's a pretty dangerous one because I think it's where if any of your opponent's cards go to the graveyard, it just becomes exiled. So it basically eliminates any kind of graveyard recursion.
Kills their graveyard.
Yep.
Literally.
So if you stick this in like a discard or a milling type of deck, then yeah.
Nice to know.
Works
We'll make sure to run it against that Mirage deck you have.
Oh no. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Terrorwhite it. Terrible.
You want to go?
Sure. So I'm sure everyone will be wanted to get their hands on the Damnation since it's reprinted, so we won't talk about that. I have Sudden Spoiling on my list as well, but my other card is Living End. It's almost like Living Death, but a suspend version of it. Yeah. Right. But the only thing about this is again, the timing of it. Right, it's suspend 3. So within those 3 turns, I probably need to figure out a way how to get all my creatures into the graveyard. Somehow have a sack engine to make sure that the timing is right. That I have more creatures in my graveyard than my opponent.
Should be easy for it because it's in black.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
I picked Yakmov, the Siren Physician.
Oh yes.
Protection from humans, pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on 1 target creature, and draw a card. So if that's not enough, you get to play 2 black, discard a card, proliferate. So you get to proliferate those -1/-1 counters.
Jeez.
And just wipe out your opponent's creatures.
Why so evil?
I learned from you guys.
I would thought you were like Miri the Curse, the vampire cat. No.
Any other black cards for you guys?
No, that's it.
Oh, I also picked Sanguine Bond.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
Nice.
One opponent though, right? Not every.
One opponent. Yeah.
Very targeted. Very personal.
All the cards are very personal.
Yeah, all the cards are. All right.
Land.
Land. All right. So my first land I have is Masuya. And that one...
Vesuva? Is it that one that copies other?
It was Vesuva, yep.
Copies another land, right? And play?
Copy the land off field, most likely something that will benefit you, such as a missing color mana, like you need one more, or another Maze of Ith, maybe.
Yeah. Guy's Cradle, if it's on the board.
Probably can't, right? Because legendary.
No legendary.
Well, as long as it's not your Guy's Cradle.
Oh.
True that. All right. The second one I have is Swarm Yard. So it's you generate, but then it's those 4 creature type, right? It's a rat, spider, squirrel. But I'm sure you can use if you play with blue, you can change the creature type, or if you have say the new one from Kalheim, was it Maskwood Nexus, that you change all your creatures to any creature type, or even use the one that you just mentioned, was it Mirror Entity? Make all your creatures into the same creature type, so you can you basically can regenerate anything.
That's why you bought 4 copies of Maskwood Nexus.
That was different. That was for a different deck. Man, dude, you spy my mail or something? All right. What lands do you have?
I have Urborg, Tomb of Yarmoth.
Oh yeah.
Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types.
Yeah.
It's very good for black.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be.
I can never have enough copies of those. Too many
everyone.
black decks that need it.
You have any other ones?
I also picked Bojuka Bog. So this is the one that was reprinted in the old format. It's the one where if it comes into play, you exile all cards of an opponent's graveyard.
Wow, you really want to kill someone's graveyard.
Yeah, it's good graveyard removal.
Coming from a guy that plays a lot of stuff from his graveyard.
Then you just know how powerful cards in graveyards are.
You know we're taking notes here too. Right?
He's teaching us how to kill him.
Excellent. Yeah. What was it? Bojuka
Bog.
Add to cart.
Yeah, I think it was a common, but I think it's a dollar common because it is very powerful.
Nice. All right. Next up, green.
Primeval Titan.
Oh yeah.
Trample 6/6. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, I can search library up to 2 land cards, put them in battlefield tap, and shuffle library. So very good ramp as usual.
Yep. This card is so powerful. It is banned in Commander. So just
are you serious?
It is. Yeah.
No.
He doesn't need to know that.
I was gonna add it to my deck.
You should. And once you cast it, nah, man, this is cheating.
Disqualified.
Disqualified. Automatically lose. Get out of here.
I had to research this to confirm. And the second one is Courser of Krupix.
Courser of Krupix is very
play with the top card of your library reveal. You
nice.
play lands from the top of the library. Whenever land enters battlefield under your control, gain life. So can't complain about any of those.
Very nice.
Yes.
You guys have any green?
Go ahead.
I also had Hypergenesis. I also picked Corsair Crewfix as well.
Very good.
But let's see. Hypergenesis was, I think it was the green suspend one. Let's see. Suspend 3 for 1 green. And then starting with you, each player may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land card from their hand onto the battlefield.
Hey, free spells.
And you repeat this process until no one puts a card onto the battlefield. So you put this, you suspend this, and in 3 turns, basically whatever anyone has, they'll basically try to play it for free, right?
That speeds up the game.
So very, very interesting effects. I just like the way that it changes the dynamic of a game once it's cast. So.
Well, luckily I picked something totally different than the two of you. My first was Summoner's Pact.
Oh yeah.
It's a 0 cast instant. Search your library for a green creature card, review it, put it in your hand. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 4. If you don't, you lose the game. But then I just feel like it's a very quick tutor that I can use. And with green, you have mana to pay that the next upkeep. Should be fine.
It's true.
My next one is Heartwood Storyteller. Treefolk, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponent may draw a card. And I figured that if I have this in my green deck, I'm most likely going to cast a creature most of the time. So my opponents won't be drawing a card from my cast, I guess. But my opponents probably will be casting non-creature spells. So they will be helping me and also helping other opponents draw cards. So probably a very diplomatic way to stay alive because people want to draw a card. And
True.
keep me around.
Keep it alive, yes.
Hey, you want free card draw? Keep me alive. It's only 3 to cast too.
It's a good value play.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cool. All right. Next up, we have Colorless.
All right, Colorless. So, Colorless, I saw a lot of cards, so it was hard to pick a top 2. I tried to avoid all the really big ones. I'm sure we'll talk about it as well, but I went with Cloud Key. So Cloud Key
that's
is
so good.
Yeah, Cloud Key is a 3-mana artifact, and then when it enters the battlefield, you can choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery, and whatever you choose, that type of spell costs you 1 less to cast.
Very versatile.
Yeah, very versatile. It basically ramps up your entire deck if it if your deck is built around a certain card type. And what I really like is that this is printed. It appears to be at rare level, as opposed to mythic. So, should see a lot of copies of this. And I think it was already an expensive card. Hopefully, this will mean the price comes down a bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Did we mention really quickly before we went to colors that there are a lot of good colors in this set?
Yes, there were a lot. I figure.
Is that the chase slot?
Yeah.
Honestly, it will be my chase slot.
Yeah, Colorless is probably going to be the most valuable slot.
Yeah, there were so many that I had a hard time narrowing down, or will mention something that probably people will want to mention.
Right, and that's why I went with Cloud, because I figured the mythics are definitely all good, and
Cloud Key, really good.
Cloud Key is just at the rare level, and it's still good. With the second card, I went with Panharmonica.
Ooh, nice.
That's
the reprint looking one, right?
Yeah. So,
sorry, the old format.
Yeah, I like it that it's in the old format. Like I mentioned, I'm going to put it in decks that only have the old format cards. But yeah, it allows you to double up the triggered abilities as permanents you control come into play.
Is it only you or for everybody?
Only you.
Only you.
In the bear deck.
Yes. Very good.
All right. I think Reaper King needs one.
Oh, no.
No.
That's a terrible idea.
All right.
All right. What did you guys go with?
I have Gauntlet of Power. Works well with a monocolor deck. Like a tailored Mirari's Wake before green and white decks, right? And then my second one, which is something that I really want to build a deck around, Voodoo Doll. Well, I guess it's called Stuffy Doll. It'll be fun to keep damaging it to use it, or use it to block all creatures attacking you. Clone it, copy it, whatever you need to make more for make 1 doll for each of your opponent.
A doll deck?
Yeah, a doll deck.
That would be interesting.
That would be cool. Yeah, it's like, hey, my doll. I'm not gonna do anything. It's just gonna stand there. Yeah. You poke me, you ping me.
It hurts you.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, what about you?
I also picked Panharmonica, and I picked Vanquisher's Banner.
Ooh, nice.
Because that's also like
that's a tribal one. Right?
That's a tribal one, and whenever you get the creature type of chosen type, you draw a card. So it's also card draw.
Very nice.
It's very powerful.
Nice.
I guess the last color is blue.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I pick Ponder.
Oh yeah.
Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them back in any order, and then you can shuffle your library if you don't like it. Draw a card. So all that for 1 blue mana, that's, I mean...
You're pondering.
I ponder the value. The second card is Teferi, Mage of Saphir.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got that
very
one.
so
Yeah.
mean.
I mean, it's hard to cast those 2 and 3 blue.
Yeah.
Flash, creature you control aren't on the battlefield, have flash.
Yep.
Each opponent can cast spells only when they could cast sorcery. So
Yes.
no flash for them.
Yes.
Good for me, bad for you.
Yes.
AKA must have.
What about you guys?
Go ahead.
So I went with Ancestral Vision. So this is the reprint of the overpowered Ancestral
Is
Recall.
recall?
Yeah, but
The recall version of Assassin.
the suspended
Suspend
version,
versions of recall.
suspended version of Recall. So they definitely lowered the power level, right? Because it's no longer an instant. Now it's a sorcery, and I think it takes a couple of turns. Was it 3 or 4 before it comes out? But still, it's 1 mana to draw 3 cards. So
Can't
really-
complain.
can't really complain there.
Yeah,
I mean-
suspend 4 actually. Yeah.
Okay,
But still,
so 4 turns.
still good.
Yeah, I mean, you wait 4 turns, you're gonna need 3 cards, right? You're gonna want to draw cards because you'll probably be running out of
Well, if you think about it, you play 1 card each turn. It's almost like
Yeah.
you're back to your starting hand again, which is really nice. Yeah.
right. I mean, the only thing that's not as good, obviously, is if you draw it late and you still need to suspend it, and you may not live long enough
Hey,
for it to pay off.
no complaints on card draw, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh, the art looks the same as like Ancestral Recall, but
yeah,
except without the guy.
Similar motif.
Yeah.
Similar motif because I'm pretty sure that's why they made that card was kind of a callback to the original. So my second card is True Name Nemesis.
Ah, that's a good card.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's a blue creature that has protection from
Someone.
like a
From someone.
someone. I was reading,
One of your enemies.
Yeah, I was really like they can't do anything to it. None of their creatures can't block it, right?
Is this card banned for 1v1? Because like what happens after you do 1v1?
Wait, it doesn't. Let me just make that sure. It says protection from chosen player, but then the player's creature should be okay still, right?
Hang on. I was reading into the
I don't think so.
rules
Because it's protection for the player itself. I'm interpreting it as like, hey, I can't burn it, I can't
But it says
exile
this-
it or anything. You know?
So if you look at
For
the
me.
if you look at the text, it says that this creature can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by
Dang.
anything controlled by that player.
What the heck?
So yeah, I mean it would.
So it's hexproof from that player.
It's almost like that. Yeah, like you. It's even more than hexproof because you can't even.
You can't even block it. Yeah, you can't target it. You can't even.
So you would
What if
need
you do like Earthquake for 1?
right.
That's
You would
fine.
need
Then you can do that.
right.
get rid
So
of
you would need a non-targeted spell, like some kind of a wipe or something to get rid of it. So
Get out of here.
Very powerful.
So I thought that was really interesting. Plus, it's a Merfolk, so Merfolk deck or something.
Oh, that's true.
Don't tell him. He's the only one that has the one.
All right. It's an elf deck, not a merfolk deck. I picked Teferi as well, and my other one's Pact of Negation. So,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes playing blue, if you have some mana untapped, your opponent kind of assume that you have a counter save. In this case, I can pretty much use all my mana and don't worry about it, right?
Yeah.
And then surprise my opponent with 0 to cast. Just make sure I have enough mana to find mana to pay for it. The what's it called? The expense and the interest to make sure I stay alive the following turn.
Because you lose the game, right?
Yeah, that's the thing with those packs is the
pay to play.
You can't pay the next turn. You're out of the game. So that's a little risky, but definitely a powerful card.
Yep. So I think that's it. Anything else that we want to add to this set besides look out for colorless? I guess that might be the chase slot for
probably. I'm surprised no one brought up a Chronos Memorial. That one was really
That's also
powerful
good too.
Yeah, that was the other mythic rare at the colorless slot that gives all your basically just gives all your creatures all
like
the
all the
keywords.
white abilities.
Yeah, all the keywords.
Kind of hard to cast though. 7 to cast has to be an artifact deck, I guess.
It's colorless, so I'm sure you can find ways to get it out.
Yeah. Anyone gonna look for a Lotus Bloom? I guess.
Oh yeah, I wanted Lotus Bloom mainly as a collecting.
That's a buy a box promo though.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Do you get those in the box? I wonder.
I think you do.
Well, I think it has the buy box promo. I thought I saw it printed as in the modern format too.
Oh, okay.
It's like in the modern border.
Oh, gotcha.
And I think that version might
Might
show
be
up
in the packs.
box. Yeah.
Got it.
I think we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video. Any Sliver fans out there? There are some.
There are a lot of.
There's some nice slivers in this one, and especially Sliver Legion, right? So that is I think currently still over $100. The last I checked. So price might drop down, but it'll be a nice card to get if you are assigned to the multi-slot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's still at a mythic rarity, I think it may not drop down that much because I don't.
It's not going to be printed that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably,
So,
Still,
it's still a very powerful card.
very powerful card. Yep.
Too powerful.
Yes. Especially with all the new changing cards from Kaldheim and the other.
Oh, you can make everything Sliver. Sure.
It's just Sliver just keeps on getting more and more support.
Yeah, like the one we just talked about, Hivestone. 2 to cast. Creatures you
yeah.
control are Sliver. In addition to their other creature types.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Yeah, we'll make your make my Stuffy Doll a Sliver.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Cool. All right. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoy and look forward to Time Spiral set.
Yeah, we hope to be breaking some boxes, pretty soon. As soon as they arrive.
As soon as they arrive,
yeah. We still have slots available for purchase on our website, MTGMoxBox.com, as well as through our eBay listings. Seller handle eBay. MTGMoxBox. And that's it.
Let's crack some box.
Yeah,
all right.
crack some boxes.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey everybody, hope you guys liked the video. We are going to open some Time Spiral Remastered boxes really soon. The boxes that we have closest to opening have 6 slots left. So go ahead to our MTGMoxBox.com website to buy some, or go into eBay under the handle MTGMoxBox. Alright, without further ado, let's do another giveaway. So good luck everybody. And the winner today is... Oh, Brian, congrats. So you won again. Alright, so for everybody else, we're still doing the giveaway. So just try again for this video. Just leave a comment and then we'll pick a winner next time. Thanks.